What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Desiree, and if you are new here, thank you for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. And today's video is just going to be a little chit chat, actually very unplanned chit chat video, because one, it's 7:37 p.m. at night, and I never really film a sit down video at night, like at all. So it's really been on my spirit to just talk to you all about the importance of being disciplined this year, and how God has really, he has really convicted me in 2023 about drawing closer to him and being more disciplined in my life and more intentional with my time. And I don't know who needs to hear this. Maybe you struggle with being disciplined and intentional in your life, and discipline with drawing closer to God, so like spiritual discipline and discipline going to the gym, losing weight, just being disciplined in setting goals, and not only setting goals but actually doing the work to accomplish those goals. And you know, my word for 2024 is intentional. Being intentional with my time, being intentional with who I spend my time with, just being intentional with what I said I'm going to accomplish and set out to do. We're all human, and we all have our moments where we compare ourselves to other people. And for me, I'm going to be honest, for me, it's being 28 years old, living with my parents, right? Still living in my hometown, feeling very stuck, right? And I have had those moments of feeling stuck, right? But I don't feel that way no more, and it's because God has been doing a work in my heart about, you know, accepting and being grateful for where I'm at right now. And so God has really spoke to me and told me, like, hey Desiree, like, if you want to elevate and continue to grow, and for me to continue to move forward in where God is trying to take me, that's going to require being all in. And that's me being all in for the Lord, being more spiritually disciplined, being more disciplined with my time, and being intentional overall. And so in 2023, my words for like consistency and discipline, but really for 2023 was consistency. And I can say I was pretty consistent with my goals, right? However, I kind of struggled in and out with the D word, with being disciplined, because yes, I was consistent and disciplined in some areas in my life, but there is a lot of areas that I was struggling with, and the main area was being spiritually disciplined. If you're new to my channel, I am a Christian. I believe in the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So some of the videos here on my channel are going to be faith-based. I'll be talking about God and my faith, and a big part of who I am is living my life out for the Lord. And I wouldn't have made it through so many of the trials and tribulations that I have gone through in my 28 years of life thus far if it wasn't for the Lord. Okay, like I tell you, I wouldn't have made it through struggling with a learning disability, and you know, having teachers and people tell me that I wouldn't be able to go to college. I wouldn't amount to anything, like I won't make it because of my learning disability. But here I am today with 2 degrees, my bachelor's degree, my master's degree, and with a really good job that I love, that fulfills me, that brings me joy, right? Like I would have never thought that. Not only did the Lord bring me through academic challenges growing up, but he also brought me through like a huge back surgery. Like I could have lost my life. I had chronic scoliosis growing up, and I had to have a huge back surgery, which, like, if I did not have back surgery when I was 10, I would have lost my life, because my scoliosis, my spine was like a S curve, and my spine literally could have crushed my lung and I could have died if I did not have surgery. I was reflecting in the car and I was like thinking to myself, wow, like I have been through so much, and there's been like so many events and circumstances and things that happened in my life that I thought I would never make it through, or there's no way I'm gonna get through this situation. And then God comes through and he helps me get through that situation, no matter what it was. And that's how good God is. That's how good God is. And so that's how good God is. He is such a good God that no matter what I have been through, even in like the worst of moments, God has been able to do a work in my life. Like he's been able to get me through every situation when I have faith and when I give it to him. When I say, Lord, it's in your hands, he handles it. He handles it. The past few weeks, as I reflect back on 2023, I've been reflecting on 2023, and I'm like, okay, Desiree, God wants to like do more in my life. He wants to elevate me. And with anything, if you love and care about that thing, right, or care about, you know, your job or doing well in school or whatever it is, if you care about that thing, you're gonna pour into whatever you are passionate about or you care about. And I realized that I've been a lukewarm Christian. I've been lukewarm in my faith. I haven't been all in for God, and I've been so convicted. Okay, I've been so convicted. God has been giving me signs like, hey Desiree, I want you to draw closer to me so I can bless you, so I can do more things in your life. And he's literally been giving me signs like, hey Desiree, I'm trying to get your attention. I'm trying to get your attention. I want you to know me. I want you to draw closer to me so I can bless you more, so I can give you peace, so that I can give you strength, so I can give you the ability and the strength not to compare yourself to other people. So as I've been reflecting on 2023, I'm like, okay, what is the main thing that I need to work on? And that is drawing closer to God. And so I don't know who needs to hear this, but you need to draw closer to God. Even if you are not a Christian, I still encourage you to, you know, go on YouVersion, download the Bible app, okay? And just like maybe just do a few, I don't know, like Bible plans, right? And just try to get to know God, give God a chance, right? If God has been convicting you on being disciplined, specifically spiritually disciplined, like drawing closer to him, then you need to make 2024 the year that you draw closer to him. I have been so convicted, like as I said, and I keep saying that because I have been really convicted. It really started last year in November, where I just felt this conviction. I felt like the Lord was speaking to me about being more disciplined and being more intentional with my time. And I realized that I'm very distracted. Allow distractions in my life to hinder me from not focusing on the goals that I set out to accomplish. I had to not delete, but I basically am on a Instagram break for the next few months. I realized that Instagram was a social media distraction for me, and I was like, you know what, Desiree, like let's try to not be on Instagram starting like, you know, January 1st until however long that I feel like I'll be able to focus and be able to go back onto social media, specifically Instagram. But I realized Instagram for me was just like a huge distraction. I felt like I would compare myself to other people. I feel like, you know, a bunch of people from like high school, college follow me, and I'm just like, man, I want to start like a whole new Instagram. And I might just do that. I haven't like really thought that through all the way. Like Instagram was such a huge distraction for me, and I was like, okay, I have to remove Instagram from my life for a while, because I'm like, I just feel like I feel like the enemy uses Instagram in particularly, like he used that against me because I compare myself to other people, or I see people my age like a lot further along than I am, and I'm just like a hot mess. You know, so I had to do some spiritual maintenance. Which that's what I'm doing right now. I'm in spiritual maintenance. I'm doing some spiritual maintenance in myself and in my soul, because I was like, I'm not feeling 100%, right? And the only thing that I should be focusing on is focusing on my relationship with God. And I know, like, when I focus solely on God, and when I pour my heart out to him, and when I'm just focused on him and my relationship with him, I know that he is going to do a work in my life, right? Since I identified that Instagram was a huge distraction for me, I was like, you know what? I got to eliminate it. 2024 is truly the year of elevation for me. Elevating in all areas of my life: my health, my wellness, my mental health, my spiritual discipline, my faith, like, right, drawing closer to God, my finances, my career, my passions. Like, I am going all in 2024. If you all are like me, an overthinker, and do a lot of negative self-talk, then you know we are the issue. We are the problem, right? Because we overthink, we self-doubt, we do all this negative self-talk to ourselves, which puts us down, which hinder us from accomplishing or being disciplined and being consistent in reaching our goals, because we talk negative about ourselves. And so I told myself, how can I elevate and continue to grow, like really grow from the inside out, right? Like, I see a lot of videos on YouTube where it says how to reinvent yourself, how to rebrand yourself. And I'm right in the process. I'm like rebranding. I would say I'm in a rebranding era right now. And it feels good. I'm in a rebranding elevations era. Like, I'm like really doing the work. Like, 2024 is really going to be doing the work so I can continue to elevate, so I can reach that elevation level that I'm trying to reach, right? And I think a big part of reinventing yourself is changing the way you think about yourself. I can't reinvent myself if I'm talking down on myself, if I'm constantly putting myself down and just saying I can't do something. And I was like, you know what, Desiree, we're gonna have to take it all the way back to E.T., the hip-hop motivational guy. I forgot how it goes, but his name is E.T., right? I'll put his name right here on the screen. And in one of his motivational videos, he said, you need to stop talking down on yourself, and you need to start saying, I can, I will, and I must. And I kept saying those 3 words to myself all throughout grad school, because grad school was hard and I did not want to do the work, right? But I was like, you know what, Desiree? Say these 3 words. I can, I will, and I must. I was like, I got this. I can do this. I will, and I must do this if I want to see results, if I want my life to change. And that's why I wanted to make this video, because I wanted to encourage you all out there. When I'm speaking this to y'all, I'm also encouraging myself. Like, I'm literally been encouraging myself in this season, because I'm in a waiting season. I'm praying about so much right now. I'm praying about so much in my life right now. And I have gotten discouraged. I have been feeling so much emotions. I've been reevaluating friendships and people in my life. I've been going through it, like battling a lot of stuff, right? And I'm like, man, I'm just trying to elevate. I'm just trying to grow. And at the end of 2023, I'm like, man, I just want to give up. I just feel so discouraged about everything. And I watched a sermon. I think it was by Charlie Dates or by Tony Evans, Pastor Tony Evans. And in that sermon, he was like, God brought you through so much. If you look back at your life and you look at all the things that you've been through, and if God has brought you through those events, those hard times, those trials, those tribulations, those storms in your life, then He's going to bring you through whatever you're going through right now. You have to keep the faith. Keep trusting in God. Keep the faith. Just keep going. That's what, oh, the sermon was so good, y'all. I have to find it so I can like put it down in the description box below. But basically, you know, the pastor was just saying, you just got to keep going. You got to keep running this race called life. And if you want to see change, if you want to access what God has for you and all the blessings that he want to give you down here on earth, you're going to have to abide in God every day and love other people. And so that's a sermon that Tony Evans, he talked about staying close to God. Listening to those two sermons was a sweet reminder to just keep going. Just keep going. Don't give up. Just keep going. So in 2024, I want you to keep going. Just keep going. No matter what you're going through, no matter if you are in like a really bad situation right now, maybe things are not great at home, maybe you are praying for an apartment, maybe you're praying for a husband, okay? Me too, sis, okay? Like, maybe you're praying and you're in a waiting season right now. I want to encourage you to keep going, to stay the course, to have faith. God is calling us to draw closer to him, reading our Bible, praying consistently. Like, God wants us to have an intimate relationship with him, and that's something that I have been so convicted on. I have so many goals that I want to reach, and for me to be able to elevate, to continue to elevate, continue to grow, it's going to require discipline. It's going to require me doing things that I don't want to do. It's going to require me getting out of my comfort zone. It's going to require a whole lot. In 2024, y'all, I'm going all in. I'm doing the work. I'm pushing myself out there. I am doing the hard things. Sometimes the hard things in life is, you know, taking a look at yourself and saying, okay, hey, what are the things that I need to work on? What do I need to improve in my life? What are the things that I need to work on? Am I taking accountability for certain actions? What do I need to do to improve myself, right? And I think when you sit with yourself and reflect and journal on the things that you need to work on or the things that you want to improve, you'll be amazed at like what comes to you and be like, oh, you'll have an aha moment and be like, okay, I know what I need to do. I have a clear understanding on my emotions and the things that I need to pursue and work on if I'm trying to reach a goal or if I'm trying to do this. I know this video was a little bit all over the place, but I hope you all got the point of what I was saying in this video. I felt compelled to share this message with you all because this is something that I'm currently working on, going through, spiritually disciplined, being disciplined in my life, elevating myself, doing the work on myself. And so I feel like sometime on YouTube or just sometime on social media, we don't see people actually like going through what we're going through. But I want my YouTube channel to be a encouragement, a place where people can relate to and see themselves in me if they're going through a certain situation. And I just wanted to encourage you all in this video to just keep going. No matter what you're going through, whatever you're going through, it's just a season in your life, and you're going to get through this hard season. And I just want to encourage you, and I'm praying for you all, and I just pray that you all really find some encouragement in this video, because I know that God has been doing such a work in my heart really just the past few weeks as I've been praying and reflecting and just seeking him every single day and abiding in him. He has been doing a work in my heart, y'all, and I just feel like, man, I gotta turn on this camera and I gotta do this little chit chat video just so I can encourage my subbies here on my YouTube channel. All right, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video with a motivational quote by one of my favorite motivational speakers. His name is Les Brown, and it says, "If you set goals, go after them with all the determination you can muster. Your gifts will take you places that will amaze you." Wow. If you set goals and you go after them, go after them with all the determination that you have in you. And you will be amazed by where your determination takes you. Keep going, don't give up, keep running the race called this thing called life, and keep going after the goals that you set, and you will be amazed where determination and discipline will take you in this life. Thank you all for watching this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.